Hey, accountability partners, David Halpert of Mastery Consulting talking about this all important, crucial topic of your morning routine. My question for you is what percentage of people you know who are successful in business and life that you respect have a morning routine? And I already know your answer before. I've asked this question numerous times over the past, and most people say 100%. And therefore, my question for you is then why not you? Do you know how incredible it is that many of the people that reach out to me for coaching and say they want to improve their business and their life don't have a morning routine of any kind? They don't have a discipline in the morning. The morning routine is crucial because it's your armor to protect against the attacks of the enemy. It's the precious battle for the precious 6 inches of real estate between your ears, our mindset, right? And morning routine is our intentional way of addressing the mindset issue from the moment we wake up. So what do I recommend you do as a morning routine? Well, in many circles, there's a book called The Miracle Morning. Highly recommended. I've not read it myself, but many people I respect believe that that's an excellent 5-step morning routine. The one I'm going to recommend for you is by someone named Shawn Achor, Achor, called The Happiness Advantage. Now, Shawn has an interesting story. I saw him at a convention in Las Vegas a number of years ago, and Shawn was an undergraduate student at Harvard who was grateful to be at Harvard. Stayed there as a teacher's assistant following graduation, working for a professor, Tal Ben-Shahar, who was a well-known, world-renowned professor teaching a course called Happiness at Harvard. Interestingly enough, this course had more students enroll in it over the years it's been at Harvard, more than any other course in the 3 or so 100-year history of Harvard University. Incredible, huh? Which tells you that even Harvard doesn't teach you things that are important. We need to learn things that are practical about life, like how to be happy, how to build a relationship, how to build businesses, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, Shawn Achor was a teacher's assistant in this class for Tal Ben-Shahar, and he led a number of Tal's studies on happiness with other graduate and undergraduate students. And they discovered this upon a significant amount of research, that success does not, in fact, lead to happiness. In fact, it's the exact opposite. Happiness brings about success. That if we're happy in the present and in the moment, we are far more likely to achieve what culture or society would call success in our lives. Interestingly enough, what Achor's research proved is that people that followed the following 21-step morning routine without any breaks, without skipping days, were significantly happier and yielded 37% more sales and 31% more productivity in their business efforts. Incredible. So what is that 5-step morning routine? Are you ready? Step number 1, jotting down 3 gratitudes, just general gratitudes. What it does is it teaches us to scan the mind for the positive, to scan the world for the positive and not the negative. And we're doing this every morning, first thing when we wake up. Number 2, exercise. And he suggests anywhere between 5 and 15 minutes, in fact, is good enough. Why? Because it gets our endorphins going. We're living in the present. Step 3, prayer, meditation, or affirmation, whatever works for you and your belief systems. Interestingly enough, by the way, affirmations are fascinating because I used to do secular ones. Now, just in my belief system, I'll actually do Bible verses. Whatever works for you is what's powerful. The interesting thing about affirmations is what they do is they actually change and rewire your own self-identity. So as I say things like, every day in every way I get stronger and stronger, or, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, or whatever it is that empowers you, it actually becomes part of our wiring. We start carrying it with us as our armor and weaponry, if you will, throughout the day as we're building our businesses and dealing with the shocks of the system. Okay, what's next? Number 4 is journaling the most positive experience for the prior day. You're writing a few sentences to relive that moment. You're walking back into that moment, in other words. Number 5, expressing gratitude or praise for a member of your social circle. So this could be as simple as opening up your email and sending a message to someone saying, I was just thinking about you and I'm so grateful for you in my life because, you express these beautiful qualities or characteristics that I admire. By the way, that's not the worst thing in the world for your business or for your database marketing. So that's Shawn Achor's 5-step system of a morning routine. By the way, there's another great book called Flashpoints for Achievers, written by a gentleman named Larry Broughton, Broughton, which is a pretty cool 365-page workbook where on the top it has a section for you to enter your gratitudes, a section in the middle of the page for intentionalities, what you intend as your outcomes for the day, and some even has some nice business quotes and things to think about. So I'm a fan of any one of these formats. The most important thing is be intentional about your life, be intentional about your thoughts. Bring all thoughts into captivity, and you're going to have a much easier path to business building. Why? Because tens of thousands of thoughts occur to each human every day, 60% of which are negative. We need to be prepared with our armor in order to deflect those attacks, if you will, so we can continue to take action, and build our businesses. My question for you today is, do you have a morning routine? And if not, what elements will you add to your morning immediately going forward? Thank you.